Hi, guys. Today I am gonna build the Happy Home of Robloxia in Bloxburg. I was going to use my real voice, but I got lazy. I am going to use these two pictures I took as an example. One is from a different game and one is from Raise a Floppo. I might build the Roblox suburban house if I don't get finished with the recent build request. Now let's get to building. I might have to speed this video up if it's too long. I'm also gonna put every recording in one video, since I don't want to make this into parts. The ground has very small circles, but it's too much to place squares one by one, and also too expensive. So I'm just gonna leave this a plastic color. By the way, thank y'all for the support. It makes me happy that y'all enjoy my videos. I am trying to choose a color that looks close to 2011 Roblox grass color. I'm hoping no one thought of doing this on Bloxburg yet, because if someone did, I haven't seen it yet. I have to make this grass big, because I'm adding another patch of grass on top of this one. If you have any toddler builds of your own, I would love to see them. Also, has anyone else Roblox been crashing a lot these days? It got so bad for me that I had to switch to the Roblox app. I usually never use the app, but for some reason it hasn't crashed once on there. It's really weird. Having people not hack games is good and all, but I will like to not crash 5 minutes into the game. Like this one time I crashed 7 times in 20 minutes. All this crashing didn't happen until my Roblox updated. I think the path is more to the right side of the home. I'm glad I took references. I would have forgotten what the house looks like in 20 minutes. Oh yeah, sorry if the screen is zoomed in. OBS won't stream the Roblox app, so I have to stream the entire monitor instead. So now it shows everything at the bottom of my screen. I've been having so much problems when I'm only trying to do a speed build. It makes me not want to play as much. But with all of your nice comments, I will try my best to work around the problems and errors. Anyways, it's time to start building the wall of the house. I'm sure the wall color is cashmere. I almost forgot that I had to make the doors and windows pointy too, and also look blocky at the same time. I hope this video doesn't come out too late. If it did, I either got lazy again or was busy. Anyway, I think I made this path too big for it to be toddler sized, so I'm going to resize it. Okay, now I have to make the tiny steps so we can enter the house. I also can't make the stairs look too big, otherwise it'll look weird and it will be hard to go on each step. By the way, if you're trying to follow along to remake this, I am using the advanced placement game pass. I have to use this game pass in every build, otherwise it will not turn out right and it will be harder to build. I'm not sure how this video turned 3 hours while recording. It didn't even take me that long to build. And the next build request I'm doing is Fishy Fish, since their request seems quicker than the rest. Next, I'm going to be finishing Orwo's build requests. I have already started on both of the builds, and I am almost finished with both. I have an idea on how I'm going to do the blocky door look for this house. I'm going to use the carpet hack to place each block on top of each other. I couldn't figure out which color I wanted to use for this windows and doors, so I cut most of that part out. Also guys, I've been working on another build. I was going to make the Berry Avenue town in Bloxburg, but also in toddler sized, because I have to make everything fit inside the plot. I've seen videos of making Berry Avenue houses, but I have not seen someone make the town yet. I think I built this door wrong. I need to take another look. Guys, it was 3 blocks on the top, not 4. Also, it has to look a little more rounded and not look like as much as a triangle. Guys, I was just searching through Twitter and I found a picture of what they might add in a new Bloxburg update. I heard they are adding more yoga stuff, but to be honest, I think I look better in a yoga suit than a cowboy hat. I just hope they add more food soon. I'd like to see more fancy food so there could be more fancy restaurants in Bloxburg. I'd also like to see more Korean food so someone could remake the Korean barbecue restaurant in Bloxburg. I'd love to go visit and eat there. I bet it would attract people in a huge private server. I also think they should add more items for auto shop or a car lot, because I was in a roleplay and I had to fix my car and I didn't have a quick jack to lift my car. It would also be cool if you were able to interact with car wheels or rims to actually look like you're fixing your car. Anyways, people have been wanting pets to be added to Bloxburg, but in my opinion, it would be kinda cool. But I wouldn't want a second Adopt Me to be added to Roblox. I think Bloxburg is doing just fine without pets. But imagine if you would have to clean up after your pets, and give them baths and have to buy pet food at the store. That would be fun. But if they do end up adding pets, I would really want a hamster or a baby cat. Those are so cute to me and I would want to add a hamster tank to my home. In Raise a Floppa they have cat stuff that I'm going to be adding to this build. This video is gonna be so long, so I need to cut some parts out so it is not 1 hour long. I don't get how others be building homes in 13 minutes or less. Anyways, like I said before, if I don't finish building the toddler apartments in time, then I'm going to build the suburban neighborhood house just to have something to upload. The house that I'm talking about is this. I think it actually looks good for a home in Bloxburg. It even has a backyard with a grill. Other than that, the next Cooking with Potato will be about cooking chili, but I will have to cook it in a park since I have not rebuilt my house from that rib fire yet. And don't worry about how I got my potato back. I went to the BFF market and bought one. It turns out they had giant potatoes for sale. They are toddler size too, so perfect for me. I think I made this window too wide, and I'm not sure how to fix it. I'll just make the blocks more skinny so it can fit the window frame. I should also make the window a bit smaller than the door, so the house won't look weird. I thought building a blocky house would be easier, but I guess not. Now I have to make the rest of the windows blocks more skinny so they aren't different sizes. Okay, it's time to add the window glass because I don't want people breaking into my house. I don't want it to be like the one rustic toddler mansion I made a while ago. People kept climbing on top and walk right inside because it wasn't fully loaded for them. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter if I add a window, because it'll do the same thing anyway. It would also be funny when they call me for help because they get stuck inside once it loads. Alright, it's time to start building the trees. The trees have a certain block pattern, so I'll have to look closely to match it as best as possible. And the tree truck is the same height as the player, so we'll keep this the same size. I'm not sure how I'm going to make the leaf blocks, but maybe you'll just keep using the carpet hack to stack the leaves on top of each other. If there was another way that I could copy each tree instead of place each leaf one by one, then I would do that way, but I don't think there is any other way than what I'm going to do now. I'm not sure what shape the tree is in, so I'm going to keep placing them in a pattern until it look right to me. Guys, I found the right pattern. I just need to make the blocks bigger, since the bottom blocks are supposed to be bigger than the rest of them. This took me a bit to figure out, but I got it to look perfect. I also should have moved the tree in the right spot before I started building. Oh no, I made these too short. Now I have to resize them and replace the blocks. Okay, now I can start building the second layer of the tree leaves. The second layer looks more skinny. This is starting to come together nicely. At first I wasn't too sure how this would turn out. Now we can start the third layer of the tree leaves. We just have to make a circle. We're finally done with the first tree. It looks really good and looks just like the trees from our reference. And now we can build the rest of the house walls in the shape of a square. Now that we finished the floor, we can start doing the roof, slide, and seesaw. The roof is pointy at the top, so I'm going to use wedges for this instead of placing blocks one by one. And it is a big rounded when both sides of the roof reaches the middle, so I'm going to leave a space in between. Let's build the slide on the side of the house now. To make the slide part, we're going to use the horizontal planks. We also need to color it yellow so it looks like a plastic slide. It's time to make the seesaw. It's very easy. We're going to be placing a block and just add a plank onto it. Let's make the roof so we can start decorating the outside and inside. Great! We are done with the roof. Let's decorate it by adding a chimney. We have to add more trees just for scenery. It would look weird with just one tree. It's time we start building the mountains so it looks blocky on the outside too. Let's add more trees and rocks on the top of the mountains. The basic shape already looks like a rock, so I'm going to keep it how it is. Now we can start in the house. I really like the style of the home in Raise a Floppa, so I'll try my best to remake the inside of the house in Bloxburg. I don't think toddlers can use the computer, but I'll place it anyway, just for looks. We're almost finished with this build, finally. This build kind of looks like a dollhouse, if it were any smaller than this. I'm gonna add tiny bowls on the floor to look like pet food bowls. And I'm gonna add the tiny yarn next to it for a cat. Time to make the cat scratcher, which will be very easy to make. It's only 2 shapes. Okay, so the shelves in the back shows all the trophies you get while playing, so I'm just gonna use the trophies I got in my inventory, since it's the closest thing I can get to the trophies. Let's build the litter box. Since we didn't make a room for the restroom, we're going to have to use this as a bathroom. We also have to build the machine. Besides it turns things into fertilizer inside the Floppa game. It took me forever to find the diamond plate texture. It took so long that I started to think they removed this texture from the game. First I had scrolled through for a couple of minutes, then I saw a type test, so I had to scroll through again, and I still couldn't find it till it loaded. If I ever delete this plot, I'm not remaking it ever again. We can make the couch now. The couch is made from fabric, so we're going to use pillows to add it on. And for the table we're going to do the same texture and color as the chairs. For the tip jar, we're gonna add a jar because it looks just like it. Also guys, don't worry. I don't have Transform Plus Game Pass, but it still works for pillows anyways. Every time I'm building a toddler home, the most exciting part to build is the kitchen, because I get to decorate however I want and add tiny kitchen cabinets. I'm glad they added these log trays cause it makes it easier to add detail to tiny stoves. This happens all the time. Why do I disconnect every time I'm trying to build? It's so annoying. Also, the beanbag chair will not load, so I have to use this toddler chair to make a bed instead. I can't believe I almost forgot a bed and a bathroom, though. I haven't made a tiny bed in a while. Earlier I was thinking, what if I made a mattress and we just sleep on that instead, because the cat in Ray's Floppa sleeps on a mattress too. I think the bed color should be the original Roblox bed colors, like red, white, and brown. Don't forget to add the toilet on the litter box. And a car to drive to friends. Bye y'all. See ya in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed last week's posts. And if you have any tips on how to build or edit better, please feel free to comment so I could see them. It's appreciated.